Hey Eurovision fam, it's Alesia Michelle. I'm so excited today because I'm not alone. I'm being joined by one of the artists that is performing at Festival da Canção this year and in the running to potentially represent Portugal at the 2023 Eurovision Song Contest. It's You Can't Win, Charlie Brown. I want to start off and just say thank you for joining me here today. Your song was the first song in the playlist for Festival da Canção this year. So it was the first song that I listened to. And you instantly pulled me in, and I was ready to go on, honestly, the typically pleasant journey that I have hopping into Festival da Canção. So, well, let's just start with what was the process like writing this song? Were you sort of writing it already before you had the invitation, or did you get invited and then begin working on this song?
Actually, no. We started working on the song after the invitation because we did an album which came out last year, and so at this point we weren't really in like a creative writing mode, and that was cool because the invitation kind of sparked like we had suddenly we were having like three, four, or five ideas jumping around for songs. But the process was a bit different from the usual because we're used to writing an album, so like 10, 12 songs, and we're a six piece band. It's a lot of people, so usually like one of us has like an idea and we work on it, and it's more of like a one person idea than worked on by everyone. Since this is just like one song to show the band, that kind of made us we had to work in a different way. So it was more of a collective approach, I think, than we've ever done before. To make sure we could, like everyone had something to say in those 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's interesting. When you kind of talk about that, I mean, you're already a relatively large band, but when you create, do you ever play the music for other artists? Like, do you kind of have like other folks that you maybe collaborate with and or take their feedback when you're writing, or do you kind of keep it to the group?
I think usually we pretty much keep it
Yeah,
between ourselves because we're already a lot of people.
yeah, so many people already.
With already two.
If we add two,
Yeah.
two more, it's
Yeah, it's a lot of strong opinions in just inside the group. So usually we don't really get outside of that because it's hard enough with six different ideas.
can get messy.
Yeah, it can get messy.
Well, I ask mostly because, there's kind of now, I think, I don't want to say a little bit of pressure, but perhaps maybe there's a little bit of pressure building up because Portugal has been doing pretty well at Eurovision lately. I mean, the past 2 years, the response, I think, of the European public to the Portuguese artists at Eurovision has been great. I mean, y'all have been top 10 two years in a row. Some other countries can only dream of reaching that. So did you feel maybe more added pressure than other times because you're kind of creating for the festival?
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's more pressure, but it's like a completely different medium and audience than we're used to. Because we're pretty much an indie band, and we have our like our own audience, and this is very, very different for us. So you can easily, I think the hard part is you can easily forget who you are as an artist and start making, something just thinking about what will work for TV or what will work for Eurovision or that audience. And I think at the beginning maybe we started going that way, and you can easily lose track. So that's the kind of pressure I think you feel when writing for Eurovision, because you can very easily lose a sense of who you are as an artist and as a composer and as a musician.
But also, I think what's interesting for us is to see the reaction that maybe some kind of audience that will not listen to our music because it's they're just or not into it, or maybe they wouldn't get into it for some reason, and now they're listening to our song, and so to see their reaction, I think it's really funny for us. it's also quite different. They say quite different things that we were not used to, hear it. So I think it's more interesting for us to see the reaction of the Eurovision audience than to be worried about it.
You all have heard some of the songs of your competitors. I'm putting competitors in air quotes. Um, it does seem like Portugal might be like a lot of European countries where it does seem like the music scene is a little bit smaller, so folks might actually know each other, whatnot, might even use the same studios. So, can you tell me who you know that like maybe that you're competing against this year, and maybe even folks from past years at the festival that you might know if you do, and if it's someone from the past festivals, did they give you any advice?
Yeah, I
A
think
bunch of them.
A bunch of them, yeah. You know, Claudia, Pasquale.
Claudia.
We know.
Yeah, we played together in.
Yeah. She featured on a concert of mine a while ago. She was very nice to do so. We know Andrea Henriques pretty well. We rehearse in the same kind of space.
Next door.
He rehearses in the room next to us. Keen from Miss Pov also, same thing. We know him very well. I don't know. I'm sure I'm forgetting people.
For sure. No,
I know April Ivy since she was kind of like a kid because she's one of my niece's best friends. So that's completely unrelated to music. So I don't know. I'm sure we're forgetting people.
But those are the ones that we know.
We know Sal very well, of course. One of the band members.
Sal. No, you said Sal, and I went to Salvador as well.
One of the band members is in our band, so he's gonna perform twice. So yeah, I in one way or another we've met. I think probably the majority of them, or crossed paths. Somehow. Yeah, and the same goes for the guys from the previous years.
So I have to ask, you've heard some of the songs.
Yeah.
Which song would you want to put? I'm going to say the YCWCB
Nice.
spin or remix on. If you could steal a competitor's song and go, okay, we're gonna tweak this and kind of give it like our flair, which song would you take?
I never thought of that.
No, me neither.
Yesterday I spent the day singing Claudia Pasquale's song for some reason.
That's because the video came out.
Yeah, the video came out and I heard like a little snippet and I couldn't take it out of my head.
I would probably choose Andrea's one, Andrea Henrique.
Okay.
As a song to maybe put something personal on top of it. I'll choose that one. I like that song.
Good. I'll go with your answer because I have no. I have no.
It's a nice song. I think it's not gonna win, unfortunately, but I also think we're not gonna win. So, but it's a really nice song.
Well, I mean, I have to ask this. So you just said you don't think you'll win, and I mean, you can never count any songs out because I think one of the beautiful things about Eurovision is, yes, it's about the song, but it's also about how the artist decides to bring the song to life. So, is there anything that you have kind of planned? I know you can't tell us everything, but what has the process been like to figure out how to bring the song to life on the stage?
Well, actually, for us, I think that's the weirdest, maybe hardest part, because we're like a band in the most classical, boring way.
Not boring, cool way. Not boring. The opposite of boring.
But I mean, in a way that it's not made for like we're just
we're an indie rock band
playing our instruments and singing. So from the moment you're like playing on top of a recorded track, we've never done that before. So that's gonna be the first time we ever do that. So I'm not sure. We're gonna try to be as genuine
exactly.
as we can, knowing that most of it is pretty fake, except the singing. but
I mean,
we're gonna try and keep it simple and true. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's true to ourselves. Because I think it's the best thing we can do.
Because our song is also that. It was trying to be the most honest you can twin Charlie Brown that you can.
So we're not gonna be busting out some dance moves and stuff like that.
Because that would be terrible.
Yes, that would be pretty horrible.
That would be pathetic.
Yes.
I'm curious to see y'all bring it to life on the stage because it is one of my favorite songs from the national selection this year. And I mean, and to be fair, Portugal has like 8 solid songs for me that I'm just like, okay, I just like on a loop. And I've been telling everyone my one negative of the national selection this year, my one negative is the fact that it is not available on Apple Music in the United States. It is geo-blocked. Canada has it. Latin America has it. If I got on a plane, flew to Mexico, I'd probably be able to listen to it there. But I cannot listen to it. So I've been relegated to just pulling it up on YouTube and and listening to the songs off the playlist.
Tell the record people.
You need to tell them, ease up, because I want the music and I want more people to get the tunes.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why.
We're gonna tell them right away.
Well, you know what? Maybe they're waiting for the semifinal. Maybe that's what's happening. They're waiting for the shows to start.
Probably, I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. But
because here it's on Spotify and all this
and Apple Music and on everything.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
no, we're gonna ask them.
Yeah, just run it up the chain because we need the music. But I guess I say all that to say, what are y'all listening to right now? What are the songs that you're listening to? What artists maybe do you have on a loop?
That guy that we were listening in the car
yesterday. We were listening to Andy Schauf. I'm not sure how you say the name. Schauf? Yeah? Andy Schauf.
We're Portuguese. We can say it with an accent. It's okay.
His new record.
It's great.
We were enjoying it. But besides that, I have to admit I'm in kind of that trying to write stuff mode where I'm listening to demos and hating them most of the time. So I'm not. I haven't heard much. And besides that, I have 2 kids who've taken over my streaming accounts. So if I put it on shuffle, I get like Pokemon songs and stuff like that. So I know that's what I've been listening to mostly.
I've been listening to jazz because I have to also record the jazz record this year, so I'm trying to get some inspiration. A lot of jazz.
Yeah, but yeah, yesterday we were going to rehearsal together, and that was what we're listening to. Andy Schauf. I don't know the album name.
Norm. It's really good.
All right. Okay. So y'all heard it. So people can hop into it. All right. I mean, I will also say for me in my car, some songs that I might skip for Eurovision, I no longer have the ability to skip because my daughter likes them. I have a 2-year-old. So some songs that I would be like, I have to hear from the back, Mommy, no.
And she loves them, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Some of the oh, yeah. So it's certain Eurovision songs that I have to listen to on a loop with a mix of Coco Melon and Gracie's Corner. That's what's.
Melon is pretty big in our house as well.
Oh yeah, that's what's coming through the speakers. She's still singing Baby Shark.
That's good.
Oh,
I don't know if we'll ever make it past Baby Shark.
I still have to play Baby Shark.
He has a great version of Baby Shark.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right, so it's like first the festival, then Baby Shark. That's actually what we need. I said one day, I was like, you know what? Like, I just need an artist just to straight up say, I am coming to Eurovision, and the song I'm submitting is a kid's song. It's like, so the adults, don't y'all worry about it. It's not for you.
If that can happen, I think it's Eurovision.
That's actually a pretty good plan.
Everything is possible.
Everything is possible, but I have to say, you've got a great song. Get hopeful. Do you have any advice for creatives who might want to throw their hat in the ring for something like this, a song contest?
I think it's what we've been talking about all along, which is kind of be true to yourself and don't try to write for a competition, because I think that's a really bad way to start off, you know, thinking of music as a competition kind of thing.
Exactly.
It's a really twisted place to put music in. I think it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, at least. And honestly, I don't know if any of the people who are participating in Festival da Canção, I don't think anybody thinks like that. So I think think about your music for what it is and who you are, and not about what can win or work or whatever and be successful.
That's a beautiful way to close. That's what we'll close with. Boom. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cool.